Hello and welcome to Anno 2205, or 2205, depending on how you want to say it. Today I'm going to show you how to start a basic city. Now this is the demo that is being shown at Gamescom. I'm not the best Anno player in the world, but I do understand some of the basics. Now Anno is a city building sim. You can create amazing cities like this. I probably can't because I'm inept, but I'll have a good go, at least at doing the basic bit before we go off to space, which I can show you guys and show you the fundamental pillars of how to play Anno. Now if you are familiar with the game, then you will remember that there are different classes of citizen that you give different requirements to, and when you fulfill those requirements they will advance to the next level. What they have done is they've refined it, they've made that a little bit easier to understand, and this, according to the dev that I was talking to, is their easiest to pick up Anno game yet.
Wide meadows and towering mountains, and soon you will add an impressive skyline to the picture. I'm glad you accepted my invitation. Samantha Beaumont, Global Union Supervisor of the Lunar Licensing Program. First things first though, the protocol demands you bring a spaceport into operation here. The spaceport building site off the coast is still unstaffed, but as soon as you've built the necessary housing, your construction team will be moving in.
So Samantha has actually explained a lot of what we need to do. In order to make the spaceport operational, we're going to need operators, which is the second level of citizen. We're going to need to build homes for workers, which is the first class of citizen, which I'm doing now. Now, a prerequisite that workers need in order to level up and become operators is they're going to need rice farms, they're going to need water, and they're going to need information. She's also asking me to build sunflower farms and biopolymer factories. Now the biopolymer factories provide the currency that you use to build the workers' houses.
Great. Building material shortages shouldn't be an issue anymore.
There's also your actual currency, and that's what you use to build everything else. So you've got that. You've also got, if you look at the bottom left, you'll see there's some red numbers. So I'm in minus power currently because obviously I haven't built any power, and I'm in minus workers because I don't have enough workers to run my factory, which means that I'm going to have to keep going.
Seems like work is following me home now, but I don't mind.
Now I'm just checking on the workers to see what they want. You can see he's not that satisfied because all he's got is food currently. And that's the food running out of the storage. That's not the food running out of the factories because no one's working them and they haven't got any power. They also want water and they also want information. So I'm going to need to unlock both of those buildings by bringing in more workers.
No energy, no industry. At the moment, you're not providing enough.
So Sam has just informed me that energy is a problem. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put down a wind park. That ring defines where they're drawing their power from. So you see there's an overlap of red there. It reduces the productivity of those wind banks. So you have to be really careful where you place them. Obviously, because it's me, I wasn't that careful at the time. You'll see later, I do live to regret it. But it's not a big deal because you can move things around. If you can unlock other stuff, it's great. I've just sped it up slightly just so that you can see that I've built more and more and more. You'll notice I'm building in the grid pattern. Traffic is not a problem in this game. There's no traffic management system.
Your construction crew is one of the first ready. Keep up the pace. Your competitors will try to catch up. For the next construction stage, you'll need qualified ground staff to operate the spaceport. Make sure to adhere to union standards while providing the required infrastructure.
What I am now doing is I've just popped in the water plant, which is going to take water out of the sea and make it drinkable by removing the salt. I'm also looking at the mountain building site, which is a similar template to what was on the coast. If you see there, I'm just looking at one of the coastal building sites, and you can click on it and it will tell you what you can build. I can't do that yet for the mountain site because whatever it is that I'm going to build, I don't have the citizen level yet to unlock that building, which is fine. We'll come back to mountain building sites later. And I will say they actually look really cool. Most of the quarries look amazing, especially the ones on the moon. You'll see at the end of the video, they look lush. They look really lush. Now you'll notice that I am moving a load of buildings, which is perfectly doable. There's no penalty. You can literally just click and drag. It's amazing.
You need this desalination plant. These days, it's the only way to come by drinkable water.
So if you've accidentally put something down, you haven't got to delete it, you can just drag and move it. So again, simplicity. And I've just popped in an infodrome.
Very good. We should standardize the process. A broad range of information services. This will enable your employees to develop their interests as well as their skills.
So the infodrome is one of the things the workers need in order to progress to the next level. And you'll see suddenly all these arrows above the houses have popped up because they're all ready to progress now. They have the 3 things that they want. So they're really happy, which makes me happy because obviously now I can upgrade my workers.
I like the morale at work. It's like we could have...
All systems online. Can't wait to get started.
Remarkable progress. You've assembled construction crews and ground personnel faster than I was expecting. You are more than ready for the first major hurdle. The program demands you connect your city with the Global Union space station via a space elevator. So far, only megacorps like the Big Five use such technology. But I'm sure you have the same potential.
So the really cool thing about this Anno, just to add to the additional simplicity they're trying to bring to this game, is that you can do point and drag to select an area that you want to advance. So you can choose which citizens you want to advance, which means you could have specific areas of your city that are at different levels. And sometimes you need that because you need citizens of certain levels to operate certain factories. Now, I remember in the old Anno games there used to be a lot of automatic upgrading, which meant sometimes you'd have to be very crafty about where you place stuff and you'd have to try and limit resources to certain areas. With this, you don't have to bother. You can literally make separate areas for different things. You just choose to have specific levels, which is fantastic. It means that you can have people working those sunflower farms really, really easily. What you'll also notice is if I now go to the mountain site as well, I now have an option of 2 different ore plants to build, and I need both of those ores to put into my constructor bots, which I'm building a factory for, and those are the resources that I need to take to the spaceport to start the upgrade and finish the demo and basically go to space. Now, whilst we wait for the constructor bots to build themselves a little bit, let's have a quick look at what the operators would need, just so you've got an example of how the different tiers work. They need vitamin drinks, they need rejuvenators, neuro implants and security. Now, vitamin drinks are the only things that I managed to build in the demo because I was very keen on going to space. The energy crisis was getting out of hand and I thought I would end it before it went wrong. So the constructor bots have been made and they're ready to go. We're ready to go to the spaceport, we're ready to blast off. There's the spaceport. If I click on it and press start upgrade, that's the end of the demo. But what I want to very quickly show you is something that's quite cool and seems to be very simple to set up, literally just like one button. I don't know which one it was because the dev did it just because he was like, let me show you this, it's so cool. But it's a really nice concept and I think it will appeal immensely to those people that really enjoy building cities for the beauty of it. And it's this. It's literally this. As simple as it sounds, how cool is this? If you had this in every other city building game, forget screenshots, you'd want to be doing this, wouldn't you? You want to be doing like little panoramic things and swirly things. Because I mean, we know that every building looks better if you start doing swirly things around it. I mean, look at Shin's builds, right? Only joking. They're really quite good. They're better than mine. But look at that. Like, it's simple. It's literally like a one button thing and you get this lovely swirly bit that goes around and shows you your city. And it makes it look so nice. It looks like it's not a total disaster, despite the fact that there is quite a bad energy crisis. And really, they're a bit scuppered. I've got, like, you don't want to know the problems that are going on in that city, but I don't think we should be surprised because we know me in cities. I'm atrocious. Anyway, without further ado, let's ping over to the spaceport and set off into space. And I'll show you guys the awesomeness that is the end trailer. If you haven't seen it before, please do stay on just to get an idea of what the hell both the Arctic and the moon look like. Definitely worth it. Anno will be out this year on PC on November 3rd. So if you're interested, go to annogame.com to check out further information. Thank you very much for watching. Bye!